Hey everyone, welcome to part 13 of this trophy guide for Suikoden I HD Remaster. We're going to knock out a lot of story in this episode, so I hope you're ready for it, and I want to give a big thank you to all of the channel members who help to support the channel. Now without further ado, let's dive right into it. In the last part, we got fully prepared to take on Neclord, one of the toughest bosses in the entire game, and so now we're actually going to go and confront him. To do that, we're going to head down into the basement, and we're going to have Vicky teleport us back to the Neclord's castle. To get back inside the castle, we just have to follow the path on the right hand side, and we can talk to Zorak, who has the red cape, and he's going to allow us to go back into the castle. Let's proceed straight ahead. We'll go up some stairs, and then we're going to go up some more stairs into a different area. We're going to run around toward the right, down, and then back up on the right hand side to go into a different area. From here, we're going to run straight across toward the left. As you encounter groups of enemies throughout this dungeon, try not to lose any health because we're definitely going to need it, as well as our rune charges going into the boss fight. We'll keep going over toward the left, and then we can go down to re-enter the castle, keep going down, and then over toward the right and up the stairs. From here, we're going to go into the first door that we come to on the right hand side. Inside is a treasure chest that contains an antitoxin. Now let's leave this room and go to the room in the bottom right corner of the screen. And inside here is going to be a treasure chest, and this one contains a medicine. We'll leave this room, and then we want to run along the bottom of the screen over toward the left, and then we're going to go up. We'll enter a room here, and inside is a treasure chest. This one contains a sound set 1. We'll leave the room and then head back down, and then we're going to make our way over toward the upper right hand corner of this area. We'll enter a room that has 4 portraits on the wall. We have to interact with them in a certain order. The first one is the third one in line. It's blue and it's called Chestnut Tree, and we're going to choose to look at it, and then it's going to click. Then we want to go to the second portrait. That one is yellow and it's called Woman in the Early Afternoon. After we view that one, we're going to head over toward the right side to interact with the fourth portrait on the wall. This one is called Peasant Girl, and we're going to view this one. And then after it clicks, we're going to go all the way to the left side and interact with the very first portrait, and this is called the King of the Night. After we view it, it's going to open up a secret passage for us. And now we can go through it. Keep going straight ahead, and we're going to be back outside. Proceed all the way over toward the right hand side and then down to re-enter the castle. We're going to go down again into a different area and then head down toward the bottom right corner, and we'll enter this room. Inside of it is a treasure chest on the right side that contains earth boots, and then we can leave this room and then go into the door all the way on the left on the bottom. This contains a treasure chest, and inside of it is the green paint that we need for a trophy later, so definitely pick this one up. And then we can leave the room and go into the nearby door. Let's go up past the coffins, and then we're going to go up the stairs. Now we're going to go all the way to the right side, going into the first door that we come to. Inside of it is a treasure chest that contains antitoxin. We'll leave the room and then head down toward the bottom of the area and go into the door. We can open up this treasure chest to get an earth rune piece that will come in handy later, and then we can leave the room and head over to the upper right hand corner to go through the door. Once again, go forward to get back outside, go all the way over toward the left, and then back down to re-enter the castle. Go down again to go into a different area, and now we'll go down, and we're going to go to the top route first, going into the door at the top, and we can open up this treasure chest to get a magic rune piece. Now we'll leave the room and head down to go into the room just below here. And in this room is another treasure chest. Let's open it up and we can obtain the Cape of Darkness. We can leave the room, head over toward the right, and go up the stairs. Well, well, you certainly took your time. I'd grown weary of waiting. Tengar, I'm here to save you. Hicks, you came. I'm so happy. Wait a minute. You make it sound as if I'm going to lose. That's right, Neclord. This is where we end you. Tell me this. Does the village of North Window ring a bell? Now which village would that be? Hard to keep track when you've lived as long as I have. Come to think of it, you do look like someone I once met. Now what was the name of that hamlet again? At any rate, I'm afraid I simply have no recollection of this North Window. I'll wipe that smug grin off your face once and for all. Come on, Celestial Sword. Trust me, I'll make light work of a vampire or two. I swear on my sword, Tengar, I will defeat you, Neclord. Hicks! My, what courage. Matador, I will take the rune from your right hand and present it to Lady Windy. And now we have a fight against Neclord. On the first round of this battle, it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to choose the fight option, and then we're going to have everyone defend except for Viktor. Viktor is going to do a normal attack, everyone else defends on the very first round, and there's a special reason for that, and that's because no one can do damage on the first round until the Neclord gets hit by the Celestial Sword, and now he's vulnerable to damage. And this is where the fight really begins. Neclord has 9,000 HP on hard mode, so it's going to take a little while to defeat him, especially because he is very good at evading physical attacks. This battle can be very easy, or it can be a little bit tricky, all depending on your preparation and how lucky you are with how often the Neclord is going to evade your attacks. For the most part, we're just going to use normal physical attacks or physical attack runes with our party members, with the exception of Cleo and Kreutz. Cleo is going to use her fire magic, starting with the most powerful at the bottom of the list, and Kreutz can keep our entire party healed up nicely thanks to the water magic of his flowing rune. We'll have Hicks use his Qlon rune every other turn, so he'll do double damage when he hits, but then he's off balance. Viktor has the double jab rune, which means he gets to attack twice every turn, but the Neclord has a good chance of evading his attacks, as well as the other physical attacks that we throw at him. In terms of damage that the Neclord can do, he loves to do party-based attacks, which means everyone's going to take damage, but he does have a very powerful single target attack as well. Every other turn when Hicks is off balance, you can still use an item to heal a party member up. That's going to relieve some of the rune usage from Kreutz so that we don't run out of healing too early on in this fight and risk losing. And really, that's all there is to the battle. Just make sure that you're healing up your party members as necessary and keep throwing attacks at him to whittle away his 9,000 HP. This battle is going to end at the 13-minute and 12-second mark, so feel free to skip ahead if you want to. Otherwise, I'll just let the fight play out until the end. And once you defeat Neclord, you get a new trophy called Showdown with Neclord. We'll get some experience, and as you can see, all my party members are level 51, and we're also going to get 10,000 potch before the cutscene continues. That sword! I am the Knight Rune incarnate. A lowly servant of the night like you never stood a chance against me. Curse you! I've lived for 500 years. I won't die here. Yeah, and I'm sure they were 500 years of evil deeds. This is where my journey ends. I've traveled far and wide to seek revenge on you for murdering my family and friends. Now that journey comes to an end. Prepare to die. Hicks! Tengar! Thank you for coming to my rescue. I'm so happy. What? But I didn't do anything. Viktor ended up defeating Neclord and... Still the same old Hicks. It's fine. Things don't always go to plan. You're still my hero. Thanks. By the way, your sword's name. Oh, well, sorry, I should have asked first. Honestly, I can't believe you used my name without my permission. I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing? Huh? You've got a tough road ahead of you, Hicks. Let's head back, Matador. My journey may be over, but yours isn't. And now we have to make our way all the way back down to the bottom of the castle. So we're going to head over toward the left, and then we're going to go up the far left path. Go up and out the door, and then way over toward the right before going down and going back into the castle. Head down again, and then head down over toward the top left corner, and then down the stairs. We're going to go into the nearby door, run down past the coffins, and now we'll go over to the upper right-hand corner and through the door. Go up and through the door, and now we'll head toward the left before going down and back into the castle. Go down again, and then over toward the right, down through the door, to the left and down the stairs. We'll go through the nearby door and then keep going up to go back outside. Run all the way toward the right side, then go back down into the castle. We're going to go through the doors, going down, and then back up through the doors before going down the stairs. And when you get here at the entryway, stop because we need to take everything off of Viktor. We're going to remove all of his equipment and all of his items. Take a moment to transfer everything over to an additional party member. It doesn't really matter who it is, it just can't be on Viktor anymore. And now that Viktor is holding nothing, we're going to proceed down toward the bottom to get a cutscene. Tengar, are you alright? Of course, thanks to Hicks coming to my rescue. You have my deepest gratitude, Commander Matador. We of the Warriors Village swear our allegiance to the Liberation Army. Please call upon us if you ever need our help. Neclord has been defeated and the Warriors Village has joined our cause. Master Matador, perhaps it's time we return to Mask Castle. Matador. No, Commander Matador. For many years, I traveled in pursuit of Neclord, and now I have finally taken my revenge. I wish to return to the remains of my village and deliver this news. I promise I will return to the Liberation Army. So please, grant me leave for the time being. We'll say, all right, hurry back soon. Viktor, your absence will be a painful blow to the Liberation Army. Yeah, I know. You're a hopeless bunch of losers without me. Don't worry, I'll fill in for the bear guy while he's gone. What? Wait a minute, Tengar. No, Hicks, I've already made up my mind. Besides, you're coming with me. What? Me? Of course. Who's going to protect me if you're not there? But I... Go with her, Hicks. You've completed your initiation as a warrior, but not your rite of passage into adulthood. Besides, Tengar's mind is made up, so there's no stopping her now. Will you keep her safe, Hicks? Yes, Chief. Tengar has joined your group. I'm heading off now, Matador. I'll be back in no time. Take care of yourself while I'm gone. Viktor has left the party. Tengar has joined the party. Alright, time to get out of here. We're going to follow the path down on the right side, and then we're going to go back outside to the world map. From here, we're going to open up our menu, choose items, party items, and then the blinking mirror to return back to our headquarters. Now that we're back at our headquarters, the first order of business is to head up to the first floor so that we can talk to Marie, where we're going to rest as well as save the game. Now let's head over to our elevator, and we're going to use it to bring ourselves up to the 4th floor. Now let's go talk to Matthew in the room on the right. Commander Matador, I'm glad to see you've returned safely. It was a significant achievement to liberate the Lorimar region without the use of the army. According to Kasumi's sources, Qasim Haziel has been placed in charge of the northern defenses and is presently mustering his forces. There are nearly 8,000 Imperial soldiers under Qasim Haziel, another 6,000 in the floating fortress of Shasarazade, and around 10,000 troops in the capital. At our current strength, Qasim's army is about all we can handle. The only way we stand a chance is to unite all the rebel factions throughout the land. I happen to be old friends with Joshua. He's the commander of the Dragon Knights. Their domain is in the west. If you plan to ally with them, I'll come along with you. The Dragon Knights do not fall under Imperial jurisdiction. They've remained neutral until now. If we can get them to join us, we may be able to turn this situation around. But I have to warn you, the Dragon Knights are a proud lot, especially their commander Joshua. The only chance of an alliance is for you to go in person, Commander Matador. Matador, if you're going, then so am I. And now we'll choose the second option. Let's go meet these Dragon Knights. Alright then. The Dragon Knight's domain lies just northwest of the now liberated town of Anti, formerly known as Bière Blanche. Flick has joined the party. Humphrey has joined the party. Now that Flick and Humphrey have joined our party, we want to add some more party members. To do that, we're going to go down the nearby stairs and then straight back up. If we head to the left, we can talk to Sanchez and we can change our party members. Let's choose Add to Party, and we're going to take 3 familiar party members. The first one is Cleo, the second is Kirkus, and the third is Kai. Now that our party has been established, we want to get them set up more properly in terms of equipment. So what we want to do is to head downstairs. We're currently on the 4th floor. We're going to bring ourselves all the way down to the 2nd floor. So either run down the stairs a couple times or just take the elevator. If you've got some extra money, you can head over to the blacksmiths and start to upgrade the weapons for Humphrey as well as Flick. But I would definitely recommend that you retain at least 57,000 potch. So don't spend all of your money at this point, but if you've got a little bit extra, then spend it to upgrade their weapons because we'll be using them for future battles for a little while. With the extra money I had available, I was able to get both Humphrey and Flick up to level 10 weapons. Alright, now that that's done, I still have 57,000 potch. We're going to head out of the blacksmith area and we want to go down to the 1st floor. Let's head down to the bottom of the area, and we're gonna go over to Chapman in the armor shop. Feel free to sell off some of the old stuff you don't need anymore, just be sure not to sell that green paint. And then once you're done selling everything, we're gonna purchase one piece of equipment from him. We're going to buy the full armor, and we're going to give it to Humphrey. He's the only one who can wear on our team. And the full armor does cost 57,000 pot, which is why I told you to retain that amount. Okay, now we're actually going to equip things onto our characters. Starting with Flick, he has headgear, dragon armor, chaos shield, or whatever shield you've got available, and 2 guard rings. And Humphrey is equipped with the full helmet, full armor, guard ring, and earth boots. Now that the equipment all looks good, we should probably save the game before we continue on. Luckily, Marie is in the same area, so we can go and talk to her to save the game. And now we're going to head upstairs to the 2nd floor so that we can go talk to Rock in the vault. And we're going to switch up a few things in our inventory to make sure that we're ready to recruit another party member. I'm going to deposit a couple of items and withdraw one of the items. The things that I'm going to deposit are the sound set 1 and the green paint that we got from the Neclord's castle. And then the one thing that I want to withdraw is going to be the Opal. I found the Opal on the very last page of the inventory, which for me was page 7. Alright, that's enough menu stuff. Let's go ahead and leave the vault, and then we're going to go back to the elevator. And we want to choose to go down to the ground floor. Let's go over to the left to go downstairs into the basement. And then we can talk to Vicky, and we want to have her teleport us over to the town of Ante. We're not staying in Ante for very long. In fact, we're going to leave immediately by heading down toward the bottom of the screen and exiting out onto the world map. And now we're going to head over toward the northwest a little bit so that we can go to our next destination. If you look at the mini map in the bottom right corner, there's going to be a blinking white dot amidst the mountains, and that's where we want to go. And this is a place called the Dragon's Den. Now let's go forward and talk to the man for a scene. Beyond this point lies the domain of the Dragon Knights, granted to them by the Emperor. None are permitted to enter. I am Humphrey Mintz, a former centurion of the Imperial Army. I request an audience with Commander Joshua of the Dragon Knights. I have strict orders from the commander not to allow anyone in, not even the Emperor himself. My, not even the Emperor? Those are strict orders indeed. In any case, be on your way. Any thoughts, Matador? I think something must have happened. Let's try and gather some information. The nearest town is Ante, southeast from here. We'll exit out the bottom of the screen, and now we're going to retrace our steps as we head over toward the right and down a little bit to return to Ante. Once you arrive, head up just a little bit and talk to the man with blonde hair and the red cape. Thought you could just dine and dash, did you? Don't feign ignorance now, you scoundrel. None, you are mistaken. This is the problem with you peasants. Don't you understand? You have the privilege of lending money to an individual like myself. Just think of the honor. I, Vincent de Boule, a pure-blooded aristocrat, will be indebted to you. You should be overjoyed. Don't feed me that hogwash. If you're an aristocrat, you should be able to pay for your own meals at least. Ah, your words pain me deeply. If I had any money on me, I would be glad to compensate you however much you'd like, but alas, I have just given it all away to some poor, starving children. Just as I suspected, you're no aristocrat, you're a liar! Hey, what's going on here? Shut up and mind. Why, it's Commander Matador, leader of the Liberation Army. Matador? Would you perhaps be Matador McDowell, son of General Teo McDowell? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vincent de Boule, an imperial aristocrat presently vacationing around these parts. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. We'll say, the pleasure is mine, sir. Please, no need for formalities. We are both of noble stock. Commander Matador, now that introductions are out of the way, may I inquire as to whether you'd be kind enough to give me a loan? You see, this man here is being very unfair. I am currently on my way to visit Joshua of the Dragon Knights. As I am in a hurry, you will have to excuse me. What was that about? Didn't he say he was going to visit the Dragon Knights? Excuse me, may I ask who will be paying for his meal? What? You lose 200 potch. Pleasure doing business with you, sir. That swindler did mention something about visiting the Dragon Knights. It's now time to recruit some more people into our army, starting with the boy on our left. Welcome, this is the town of Ante. Wait, you're the leader of the Liberation Army. Thanks to you, I can now call this town by its original name again. You know what? Now it's my turn to help you. Recruit. Leave it to me. My special skill is saying town names. I'll go ahead and, Right, I'll make my way to Masked Castle. Qlon has joined your group. Now we're going to head over toward the right-hand side to go into the inn/tavern, and we're going to make our way upstairs using the stairs on the left. We'll head over to the right side of the screen and talk to the woman. Oh, who might you be? Have we met somewhere before? Ah, of course. You're the leader of the Liberation Army. You're planning to kidnap me for a ransom, aren't you? My, how terrifying! Oh well, such is my fate. My beauty is to blame, isn't it? Very well then, I'll go with you. But not for free. You must do something for me as a gesture of good faith. Let's see. I'll consider going with you if you bring me an opal. It does seem to be a real opal ring. Very well, you've proven that you're acting in good faith. I'll come along. Esmeralda has joined your group. Now that we've recruited Esmeralda, let's head back down the stairs. You can talk to the man behind the counter if you want to save the game real quick, and then after that we're going to leave the inn. Let's go a little to the left and then down to exit back to the world map, and we're going to make our way back over to the Dragon's Den located to the northwest. Now go forward and talk to Vincent and Boule to continue the scene. You're a persistent fellow, aren't you? I told you you're not getting past here. My, what a thing to say. I'm telling you this for your sake. I am a close friend of Joshua's. If he discovers you turned me away, he won't go easy on you. You're new here, aren't you? I'll let it slide if you do the right thing. I've held this post for the last 5 years. Oh, that's right. The last time I was here was 5 years and a month ago. Another lie out of your mouth and you'll be sorry. Haha, look who's at it again. Well, if it isn't my dear friend Commander Matador, do you have business with the Dragon Knights too? If so, you're wasting your time. This dullard of a gatekeeper here won't let anyone pass. But we must speak with Joshua. I knew you looked familiar. You're Humphrey, greatly renowned even among the centurions of the Empire. You've joined the Liberation Army as well? Commander Matador, my dear friend, I have something good to tell you. Please follow me. How nostalgic. When I was young, I used to come play in the Dragon Knight's domain, so I know this place well. Do you see this boulder right here, Commander Matador? It's an entrance into their domain. I often played here as a child. Wait, you can enter the Dragon Knight's domain from here? That's correct. You're very bright for a commoner. What? Look here, you highborn lowlife. If you knew this was an entrance, why didn't you use it yourself? None. What a foolish question. A nobleman such as myself would never sneak in like a common thief. I've had enough of this clown. Matador, my dear friend, you believe me, don't you? Oh, thank goodness, I wouldn't be able to live with myself if even you distrusted me. Well, be careful then, it's quite dangerous inside. There is a cave behind the boulder, will you enter? And yes, we will enter. Let's proceed straight ahead up the path into a different area. And then over on the right hand side is a treasure chest. We can open this up and get a goldlet. There are some enemies in this area, but they're not terribly difficult. With your main character, if you use the rune Black Shadow, you can eliminate all of the large groups of enemies. If you get a group of enemies that's only one monster, then you can just use the Finger of Death to instantly kill it as well. All in all, these guys aren't very difficult whatsoever, but they do provide you with a lot of experience that can help Flick and Humphrey to catch up quickly. They also give a good amount of potch, which can be useful. Now we're going to continue up toward the top of the screen to go into a different area, continue along the path to go through another doorway, and then over on the right hand side is another treasure chest. Let's open this up to get the old book volume 5. We'll go up the path, over to the left, and then up again. From here, continue up and then go up the stairs. Now go up and through the doorway, and then over toward the right to open up a treasure chest. This one contains power gloves. Now we'll go over toward the left, and then down and through a doorway to get a scene. Look, the cave is more spacious here. Where are we? What's the matter? Look down. Down? Whoa! What are you doing there? Who are you people? Rather bold for a pack of thieves, aren't you? We're... Matador! Matador, is that you? Don't you remember me? It's me, Futch! Black and I gave you a ride to the Magician's Island. What are you doing here? Matador, so you're the leader of the Liberation Army? Hey, why are all these dragons asleep? Are they always this lazy? What brings the Liberation Army to our domain? Wait, aren't you going to answer my question? I am Humphrey Mintz, a former centurion of the Imperial Army. I wish to speak with Commander Joshua of the Dragon Knights. Very well then, now that you've seen what's transpired here, I must report to Commander Joshua anyway. My thanks, I'm Milia, Deputy Commander of the Dragon Knights. My thanks, Deputy Commander Milia. Please lead the way. Once you leave this cave, you'll see the Dragon Knights' fortress. We'll go on ahead and inform Sir Joshua of your arrival. Let's go, Futch. Let's head out the left side of the screen to go into a different area. And then we'll follow the path around toward the bottom. Head down one more time to get out into the world map. And then we're going to head over toward the left to go into the cube-shaped building. We're going to enter the Dragon Knight's fortress and then proceed straight up to the upper right-hand corner of this area and talk to the man here. I'm surprised you found me, seeing as I can erase my presence and transform myself into shadows. That's quite the incredible vision you have. You must be... Of course, the leader of the Liberation Army. It all makes sense now. My name is Fuma. I follow the way of the ninja. Please allow me to join the ranks of the Liberation Army. Recruit. I am honored. Fuma has joined your group. Now that Fuma's gone, we're going to head down and then into the building. Before going upstairs, walk forward and then over toward the left to talk to the man. Kreutz. You're the Centurion from back then. Humphrey, wasn't it? What happened to you? You fought under Barbarossa against my master, Emperor Gil, and now you've turned against him? Quite the loyal subject, aren't you? Back then, I believed in Emperor Barbarossa. Then what are you doing in the Liberation Army now? had a change of heart? I haven't changed. The one who changed was... Kreutz, I have a favor to ask. Oh, a favor to ask of an old enemy? The Liberation Army's strength remains vastly inferior to that of the Imperial Army. We need all the tactical advantage we can get. As Gale Rugnar's only commander to be honored with the title Great General, you could be an incredible asset to us. So please, join us. Gale Rugnar will be my one and only master. But if this means an opportunity to kill Barbarossa and avenge my master's death, then it's an appealing offer. I will join you, Commander Matador. Kreutz has joined your group. Alright, now we're going to head upstairs. You can use either the stairs on the left or the right hand side, and then proceed up into the room for a scene. Commander Joshua, these are the people I spoke to you about. Humphrey, are my eyes deceiving me? It's been too long. It has indeed. I was worried sick about you. After the incident at Kaleka, you disappeared without a trace. I had my reasons. Joshua, this is Commander Matador of the Liberation Army. So you're Commander Matador. I'm Joshua, Commander of the Dragon Knights. I've heard much about the Liberation Army. We're here today to discuss an important matter with you. An important matter? What is it? We'll say the Liberation Army needs your assistance. Assist the Liberation Army. Well, granted, we Dragon Knights are growing increasingly dissatisfied with the present Emperor, or should I say, the Empire itself. What's the matter? Something to do with the fact they're all asleep? So, you've seen them. We've tried to keep it secret by barring entry to our domain. A few months ago, our dragons suddenly fell asleep, and we can no longer awaken them. We've tried everything, but to no avail. They're stuck asleep. At present, the Dragon Knights are completely powerless. We've brought many doctors here, but none have been able to find a cure. We even sent a messenger in search of the legendary doctor, Master Liukan, but he is nowhere to be found. So you think Master Liukan can cure the dragons? Yes, or so I hope. After all, he's the finest doctor in the land. Matador, this is our chance. If we do them a favor now, it'll make it easier to convince them to help later. Oh, nothing important. Before we leave, there's 2 items we can get in this room. The first is in the treasure chest on the left, the window set 2, and the second one is going to be in the bookshelf on the right. We can get the old book volume 4. And now it's time to leave, so let's head down the stairs either on the right side or the left to get to the lower level. And now we can exit out the bottom of the screen. Let's keep going down to the bottom right corner and we'll go back to the world map. And now we're going to use our items, the party items, and the blinking mirror to return to our headquarters. Now we have to add Liukan to our party to continue, so we're going to head upstairs and then we'll use the elevator to go up to the 4th floor. Go over to the left and talk to Sanchez so that we can change up our party members. It doesn't really matter who we remove from our party, we just have to make room for one person. In this case, I'm going to go to the remove from party option, and I'm just going to take Cleo out of the party for right now. And now that we have room, we can go ahead and add to party, and then we're going to find Liukan. He's going to be located on the 3rd page, about halfway down. Don't worry about Liukan's equipment because he won't be fighting with us, but there might be something of interest to you to make the next boss fight a little bit easier, and that's an Earth Rune piece. We picked one up from a treasure chest a little while ago, so you'll either have it in one of your character's inventory, or maybe it's in the vault with a rock. If you don't find it in your character's inventory, then head down to the 2nd floor, speak with a rock, and you want to withdraw the Earth Rune piece from your equipment. I found the Earth Rune piece on the 3rd page of items about halfway down. So we're going to withdraw it and we can put it onto any of our party members for right now, just whoever has room for it. Now that someone is holding the Earth Rune piece, we have to attach it to a weapon. So let's go over to the blacksmiths on the right side of this area. Any one of them will do, so talk to one of them. And then we're going to choose the attach rune piece option. We're going to go down and find that Earth Rune piece. We're going to select it. And then we're going to select a character. I'm going to choose the main character, and when we attach the Earth Rune piece to the weapon, it now has the Earth element associated to it, which is the next boss's weakness. So we're going to do a lot more damage to the boss thanks to our new elemental attack. Now we're going to head down to the first floor so that we can talk to Marie, where we can save the game. And this is where we're going to end part 13. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button. It really helps me out. And consider subscribing to join our community, as well as to stay up to date with the rest of the videos in the series. I'll see you soon for part 14. Until then, thanks for watching and have a good day.